Biomimicry is a great tool to develop new ideas by shifting perceptions. Now, most problems can use examples from biology to develop fresh perspectives, as most technical issues are very dissimilar to biology examples. Often, the more dissimilar things are, the greater chance of finding a truly innovative solution. Biomimicry is the development of new materials, structures, and systems based on existing biological life forms or systems. Basically, it's innovation inspired by nature. Now, the foundation of biomimicry is the idea that nature has already solved most design challenges. Therefore, analyzing the solutions that nature has developed can lead to new creative ideas. Biomimicry aligns biology and engineering to create innovative new ideas. Ask yourself, how has nature already solved this problem? Now, the most widely known application of biomimicry is airplanes. For centuries, people tried to fly. And the Wright brothers, they used secondary research, studied and observed bird flight, analyzed glider designs, and conducted endless experiments to expand their knowledge. Mimicking birds and understanding physics resulted in the development of the airplane, which eventually led man to reach the moon, as well as send probes to far-off distant galaxies. Another example of biomimicry is Velcro. George de Mestral developed the idea for Velcro while hiking in the Swiss Alps. While he hiked, burrs kept sticking to his pants as he brushed up against bushes. He noticed how the burrs were composed of tiny hooks that allowed them to cling to his clothes. And then he adopted this natural design for the development of his useful and innovative fasteners. Now, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, better known as NASA, leveraged nature to help astronauts adapt when returning to Earth. Astronauts would develop low blood pressure issues after being in outer space. They would often be dizzy and faint when they returned to Earth. So the NASA scientists, they noticed that newborn giraffes have similar issues, dizziness and difficulty standing, until their blood vessels thicken shortly after birth. The NASA scientists realized the giraffe's unique circulatory system provided sufficient blood pressure from the legs to the brain. These findings led to the development of the lower body negative pressure device, or LBNP, which replicates Earth-like conditions so astronauts can avoid blood pressure-related issues when returning back to Earth. Swimsuit designers have also adopted biomimicry to improve lap times. Fish scales and shark skin help reduce drag and allow fish and sharks to swim at very high speeds. Designers and engineers have used this natural design to create high-tech swimsuits for competitive swimmers. These high-tech suits have allowed swimmers to break multiple world and Olympic records. When building the first bullet trains, Japanese engineers had to solve a noise problem. The bullet trains traveled over 200 miles per hour and they were very loud. And by observing the kingfisher diving into the water to hunt fish, engineers realized the bird's beak allowed it to enter the water at high speeds with minimal noise and splash. Designing a beak onto the front of the bullet trains allowed engineers to solve the noise problem while maintaining high speeds. Now, observing and utilizing nature is a great way to develop new ideas. The ways octopuses camouflage themselves, or how geckos stick to surfaces, or how bees build hives are just a few examples how nature provides endless sources of creative ideas and inspiration. So study different types of plants and animals and create the next market-changing innovation.